What's going on, people? Welcome back to the opposition preview as we look ahead to the game against Brighton on Wednesday night. I brought back Mas with me to laugh at Brighton. Once again, I don't know how we're going to laugh at them because we're in a sticky situation and they're pushing for top four. But look, we'll be trying to discuss the game in more detail with Mas. As always, if you did enjoy the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and let us know your thoughts ahead of the game in the comment section down below. Mas, I want to give you a number and I want you to guess what that number means.
Why are you a magician or what?
464 days.
Why are you a magician, D? Yeah.
No.
Is that what you do in your spare time? Trying to get me to guess numbers.
1,464. What does that number mean to you?
It's a very large number. It's a large figure.
Yeah.
It doesn't really mean.
It is.
It doesn't really mean much to me because I don't really pay much attention to a team called Crystal Palace.
No, but I'm talking about for Brighton and Palace. Can you guess what it is?
Any guesses?
Yeah, any guesses from you? From you. I know what the number means.
Oh my God, I know what it is. It's the amount of days that it's taking you to have a shot on target.
I'll give you that one. I can't lie. You got me there. But for those who are watching, it's as we're recording right now, it's taken Brighton about 1,464 days, and it's still counting. Hopefully, it will be counting come Wednesday since they last beat us. How do you feel about that, Maz?
I feel good, man. This life's good, bro. Like you said, we're pushing for top four, and you lot are struggling down there. So life's good, man.
Yeah, you're pushing for top four. That's all great. I mean, pushing for top four. I can say we're pushing for top 10 or pushing to stay up. It's just terms that don't really mean much unless you provide application. But look, since our last game, let me quickly get your thoughts. What do you think about the last game at Selhurst? Because it wasn't that long ago. It's a quick turnaround of games. What do you mean?
All jokes aside, I thought it was one of those frustrating games. Like every time we play you, it seems like it's a draw. Pretty much every time we play you, we seem to draw, and it's down to stupid things like stupid stuff that we do, like Bobby Sanchez dropping the ball. Like what are you meant to do in that situation? And James Tompkins, of all players as well, one of the worst centre halves in the league, goes and scores a goal. So yeah, it's just one of them days where again we dominate possession, we have more shots, we have pepper you with shots, and yeah, we were the better side, but we were the better side. But we were the better side, and we came in with a draw, which obviously disappointing. But since then, yeah, we've had 3 games? Yeah, 3 games and a cup game as well. Obviously, the FA Cup that you guys aren't in anymore. So we had one of those games, and then we won that.
What, you going to win the FA Cup now?
And then we've only lost 1 game actually since we played you. That was against Fulham. Europe chasing Fulham, of course. So yeah, it's been an all right like few games. I know you guys have been struggling since that game, obviously this is your cup final, isn't it? So you should do all right.
Wait. Let's not twist it up saying European chasing Fulham, and let's not act like on a weekend you literally drew against survival chasing Leeds. Let's talk about that game. What happened there?
Wait, what do you mean? What happened? We drew.
You drew against Leeds. I mean, you're talking about European chasing, so you have dropped points, and you've only got 2 wins in your last 5 games in the league. So why is that the case? Because I mean, you're talking about top 4, top 5. All of this rubbish. I mean, I'll be honest, it's looking scary. It is looking scary because I can see potentially European nights at the Amex as it's standing right now. But you haven't won all your games in the last 5 games. I'm not expecting you guys to win, but you have only won 2 out of the last 5.
Yeah, but the Premier League is Premier League is a very competitive league, as you well know. As you guys seem to struggle against a lot of the opponents in the Premier League, it's a very competitive league. You just got to look at Bournemouth versus Liverpool yesterday. Who expected Liverpool, who just battered Manchester United 7-0, to lose against Bournemouth? No one could have predicted that. Like, of course, they took Arsenal to the very edge when they lost 3-2 the week before, but no one thought, Bournemouth are going to go and beat Liverpool. So it's a tough league. Like, of course, we're going to struggle. We're not world beaters. We're not the best in the world, but we're going to struggle against sides. So it's not something I'm like, oh wow, we've got to win every game. Of course we're going to draw and we're going to lose games, but it's just the way the Premier League's going at the moment. Anyone could be anyone, as a cliched as it is. Anyone can be anyone in the Premier League, and even Palace can be Brighton. That just shows.
Brighton
anything can happen.
Palace clearly by the days, anyways. It's about being about 1,500 days and counting. Like, that's a bit of a rarity. But yeah, Palace can be Brighton. I mean, we beat you with Roy Hodgson. You had Graham Potter. We haven't still lost against you with Patrick Vieira. Even though, look, I'll be honest. If you don't beat us on Wednesday, I don't think you'll ever beat us. I don't know when you will, because I don't know if it can get any worse than we are right now. We're going into this game with 3 consecutive. Forget about wins, 3 consecutive games without a shot on target. I mean, we've broken a new record in the Premier League for the wrong reasons. But for you, are you worried about the game? Do you have a sense of worry, even though I mentioned their numbers and how we're struggling?
Yeah.
You know how Palace are. Are you?
Yeah.
Do you have that, or you like we'll roll over Palace?
No, 100%. I'm a realist. I'm not one of those delusional fans to think, oh, because we're higher than you in the table means we're better than you. Like on the day, do you know what I mean? Like we are.
You just said
no,
statistically,
you're not better
than us. Yeah.
No, on the day, we play you twice a season. Of course, there's a room for error in that 190 minutes of football. Of course you can lose. Of course things go against you. Like we saw, Bobby Sanchez fucking might as well have thrown it in the goal. Do you know what I mean? So anything can go wrong on a day, but statistically and on paper, we are better than you. We are higher than you in the table, so we are better than you based on the league table, right? But on the day, of course, I'm worried. Like you said, we haven't beaten you for X amount of days. We struggle with you historically. Okay, thanks for reminding me, bro. Yeah. And we do struggle against you, and it's frustrating playing you guys. It's frustrating because we are usually the better team, but you stay in the game, you get that goal. You know, Mateta last minute a couple of seasons back. Even this season, you know, the Tompkins goal just gone. The season before that, when we got a last minute equaliser with Mopé, like there's times where either you're leading or we're leading, and then you guys get a goal back, or it's 0-0 when you score a winner. Like, of course, yeah. Historically, you seem to get that. But then we have had our rubber the green. I remember Knockhart's goal when that 3-1, I think it was, at Selhurst when we played in the green kit. Like, yeah, you know, we all have our days in it. So, yeah, of course, I'm not going to sit here and be, oh, yeah, we're definitely going to win, because it's Brighton. And every time we play Palace, it seems like we have some kind of mental block that we can't get over, which is just annoying. It's just annoying.
Yeah, it must be frustrating for you lot. But in the last game, we didn't have Zaha. He's back as well in this game, and I'm expecting Vieira to go for it in this game. We've been a bit too negative with our approach. As you can see, we're not having any shots. It doesn't really help. You're not going to win any games without any shots on target. That's very simple. But for you, another number that I wanted to bring up, 0. What does that make you think of? 0 appearances.
I know zero amount of days that you don't chat shit, bro. That's how many days it's been since you started chatting shit, bro. What did you say? 0 appearances. 0 appearances. This one actually. I actually don't. 0 appearances. I actually don't know. You know.
It starts with Lewis.
0 appearances. Lewis Dunk.
He's never, you know, that Lewis Dunk for England.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, does that get you going? Yeah. Does that remind you now? So
he's one of the best centre halves in the league. So
yeah, let's talk about that, because I've seen them comments. Okay. What is it about him being one of the best centre halves in the league and not getting any appearances for England? I mean, is it just Brighton fans being stuck in their own bubble? What is it?
No, it's down to Gareth Southgate. He's clearly not picking the right player. Look,
Mark Gay gets picked for England. Has been picked for England.
Put your Palace bias aside, yeah. Hand on heart, tell me Lewis Dunk is not one of the best centre halves in the Premier League. Be real.
I can't.
Be real. Come on.
I can't
pretend when. Oh, exactly. So you're pleading the fifth, yeah. Listen, just because you got a Palace podcast, yeah, you can praise other teams, you can praise other players, even your rivals. I'll praise you guys. I think you've got some good players in your team. I think you're on your day, you can actually play half decent football, but you're not doing that a lot at the moment, unfortunately for you guys. So like I'm not one of those delusional fans to be like, oh yeah, we got the best players, you lot are shit, you don't have any good players. Yeah, Mark Gay, he's a very good player. I love Anderson. I think Anderson's a great centre half. I think Elise, I think Zaha, I think who else you got? That's about it, really, to be fair. Eze, I'll
Ez,
give you Eze as well. Yeah, I'll give you Eze as well.
Eze,
So that's six.
Edward, Nathaniel
Edward, no,
Klein,
no, 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 no,
Tyreek
stop
Mitchell.
now. Now, I'll give you those six. The first six I said, I'll give you those, yeah? Yeah, cool. They're good players. So you've got to give us something back. Like, deep down in your heart that Lewis Dunk is a very good centre-back. He's been, look, like, for example, it didn't help when he got called up to England. He has been called up. So let's get our facts straight. He's never made an appearance, but he's been called up. So he was in the England
What
squad.
does that mean? This is fine.
Right,
You can get called up as well. I can get called up. Like, what does that mean? Like, it's not that special. Like, you got called up. Well done.
He was in the squad. He was on a bench. He never just got on the pitch. So he's still part of it.
That's your highlight for your best ever player. Your highlight.
No. But listen.
Your highlight for your legend at the football club.
It didn't help.
He was on a bench for England.
It didn't help that when he was in the England squad, that, for example, at the time, I think there was a video that got released with like Rashford, who like tore him up in training and stuff like that. It's like one isolated incident that he gets judged on by fans like yourself that live in a very bubble online. Like they live in that online bubble, which they think this is real life. Living on the internet is not real life. Like this is what people only see. Oh, they see a social clip of a player getting nutmegged. They're like, oh my God, he's crap. Oh yeah. Like, trusted Sancho online is going, oh yeah, he's shit. It's like, bro, this is not real life, man. This is like, we live in real life. He's a good footballer. When you watch him, when you actually go to a game and you watch him, you appreciate his range of passing, his IQ, his way he can read the game, his heading, the way he's fearless. Like he's got a lot of top qualities that you need in a centre half. So if you actually watch him and actually appreciate football, and you actually don't, and you put your rivalries and your biases aside, you can actually appreciate he's a very good footballer.
Yeah, look, he is. He's not a bad footballer. I'll say that he's not a bad footballer. And it's funny because he hasn't been selected, and I don't think he will be. But it's funny because we have a player that has been selected, Mark Gahey, who plays in the same position as him. So that's what makes me surprised.
And he's a very good centre back. Gahey's a very good centre back, and so is Anderson. I think Anderson's range of passing is incredible. He's again a very, very solid ball playing defender. And I'll give you guys credit for that. And I just don't get why this whole, like, it seems like a lot of football fans, not just Palace fans, but it seems like a lot of football fans sometimes struggle to give people their flowers when
he's got his flowers. Lewis Dunk has got his flowers, man.
Yeah, but
from neutrals. No, neutrals as well. Recently, I've seen it. Lots of people are giving him his flowers. I've seen it.
But I think that's pundits and like analysts who actually understand the game, because they actually sit down and watch it and appreciate a good footballer who, no matter who they play for. I feel like a lot of football fans, rival football fans, get blinded by because they start comparing as well. So like, for example, you naturally will compare Dunk to Gahey. So naturally you're gonna think, oh, Gahey's much better because he's a Palace player, blah 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 blah, blah. And you know what? He might be a better player than Lewis Dunk, and he's younger, etc. But that doesn't mean Dunk's bad just because Gahey's better. Do you know what I mean? That's what I think a lot of fans get lost in.
Yeah, let's talk about Mitoma as well, because that was the one big threat going into our last game against you lot. And I was very surprised because I thought Nathaniel Klein done a very, very decent job in terms of keeping him at bay. Has he been on form recently, ever since that game as well?
Yeah, he actually has, to be fair. And I was the same as you. I'm sure you were buzzing about it, but I was upset that he was not very good, to be honest. Like he didn't impact the game as we probably would have wanted him.
Yeah, I was expecting something at least.
Yeah. Like, I'll be real. Yeah, it was a poor performance, to be honest, from him that game. But since then, yeah, he's I wouldn't say he's back, but he's better than he was, because he had a bit of a dip in form. Like he basically went boom. Everyone was talking about him, raving about him. Oh my God, like Mitoma. Then he went on a bit of a dip where everyone was a bit like, oh, he's gone missing a little bit here. Like, was that just like a purple patch? Was he actually any good? But now he's picking up again. He got 2 assists yesterday. Although I don't know if the second one counted because obviously it was an OG, but he was the one who passed the ball that they scored the OG from.
I don't think you get an assist for that. Come on, man, that's a howler. Well, even you trying to claim that assist
no, but bro, you saw him. He skinned Alien. He absolutely made Alien look like a fool.
Yeah, but
he skinned him up,
and then is it? I mean,
okay. But anyway, he was instrumental in the goal anyway, regardless if it was an assist. Got an assist for the first goal, and then in the previous games he scored, I think 2 or 3 since Palace. 2 goals, I think I want to say, and he's got I think 5 or 4 assists. So yeah, man, like he actually is picking up again, and he's getting the output as well, like, which is what ultimately you want as a footballer, to have the stats to back up with. Like, you can watch him and look at him, you can do the eye test, but you also want him to have the output. So I feel like he's going into this game confident. I wouldn't say he's like peak confidence maybe, but I feel like he should come into this confident.
Yeah, well, he should anyways. He won't get nervous. He's at home now.
Yeah.
There's not much atmosphere at Amex compared to Sellers, so it should be fine there. He was in for a shock when he came to, when he came to Sellers. But I just want to say another thing. Lastly on players, Caicedo, I think that's an absolute howler. What he done, the fact they put out
signing the new contract.
No. Let me put the whole context. The fact that he put out a tweet saying that he doesn't want to be at the club and all of this, and he wants to leave basically, and then literally a few weeks later he signs a new contract. That stinks. I'm sorry, but that stinks. What happened there?
Well, why does it stink?
Because you can't be putting out a tweet saying literally save me and my family's done this, and like you can't. You literally went on social media and begging to leave the club, and then he signed a new contract. That stinks.
Okay, but to give you a bit of context, and maybe people that don't follow Brighton, which I completely get, won't know. So he literally about a week before that happened, the post you're talking about, he signed a new agent. He signed to a new agency, complete different agency to what he was before. And obviously, clearly, it's so evident. I think you've got to be quite stupid to not realize it. If not said, this is not aimed at you, by the way, but if people think that was him controlling that account, because it was it was so clear to see. Someone had written that up, even in the caption. Yeah, it said, "Can you like?" Basically, it was like, "Can you say this?" Basically, so he just copied and pasted it basically to Instagram. So obviously, the agents have taken over there. They're clearly trying to force a move to Arsenal. At the time, or I think it was Chelsea or Arsenal that were in for him.
Yeah, I think it's
so.
Arsenal.
So clearly the agents were at play there, which says a lot about fucking what scumbags all these, these agencies are, because they just want to bet, they want more money for that. And fair enough, he was on a low wage, not the £350 that everyone was chatting shit about. I think he was on 15,000 at the time, and now I think he's gone up to 50,000, I think, or roughly around that, which is obviously huge for a 19-year-old or 21-year-old, however old he is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So just a bit of context, it wasn't him who did that. So, of course, you can blame him. And as fans, obviously, we were well pissed off. We were like, what the hell? Like, you can't be doing that. And I agree with you. It was so unprofessional. You can't be coming out to chatting about your club like that, or, trying to force a move. And it's just unprofessional. It's like you said, it stinks. But it wasn't him. In my personal opinion, I don't think it was anything to do with him. It was the people who was getting bad advice to do that. And then, obviously, what's transpired since then was obviously the move didn't go through. And now he's thinking, well, look, I think he always liked to be at Brighton. He enjoyed being at Brighton. He liked playing with us. He was always quite vocal about being happy. Like, there was no reason to be. That's why then when he put that post out, everyone was like, what? Like, what the hell? Like, it doesn't make sense. Everyone was shocked. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. So everyone knew straight away that Brighton fans were like, yeah, it's the agents, whatever, cool. So then, since then, obviously, they're thinking, well, look, we've got him an improved deal. He's now signed a 5-year deal, which is crazy. So now Brighton, so it's a win-win now. When he leaves, we're going to get bigger money for him. And he's still going to get his move. Like, we're not stupid. He's not going to stay here for the rest of his career. He's probably going to go to a big club in, let's say, next season or the season after that, depending on if we get Europe. That's obviously going to be a big factor if he stays. So, yeah, it was just a lot went on, I think, behind the scenes that a lot of people didn't see, including ourselves as Brighton fans. And I think he was very ill-advised by a lot of people that he was around. And now it seems like it's actually been sorted out, and obviously signed his new deal. And the atmosphere around the club seems so much better. Like, when we see, I know it doesn't go much, but like when we see training videos, we see pictures coming out of the club. They're all having a joke. They're all having a laugh.
Smiling, yeah.
Well, there's a lot to smile about, D. You know what I mean? I know it's not the same for you guys over at Palace, but there's a lot to smile about. And so the atmosphere has changed since he signed that contract. It's been a good vibe around the club.
Yeah. We'll see what happens anyways in the summer, because I think it'll be interesting if you do get European football. Sounds mental. All right, let's stop this conversation. But yeah, if success happens at Brighton, then yeah, I mean,
can I ask you just one question? Can I ask you one question? What would your can we do like a little role play here where I tell you, Brighton.
Whoa.
Yeah. Now, pause. Is it? Pause. We confirm, yeah. Brighton have just like Sky Sports News, boom, bulletin comes in, yeah. Brighton have just confirmed European football. Give me a live reaction.
Live reaction?
No, and sorry, I had to add, Palace just been relegated on the same day.
Live reaction?
Yeah, I need a live reaction.
I can't put tears right now, can I? It'll be. Yeah, I can't have tears
Would
right
you
now.
actually? Do you reckon you'd actually cry if we got Europe and you got relegated on the same day?
That'd be embarrassing. That'd be embarrassing. How
That is
on earth
embarrassing.
did we let that happen? But it's not gonna happen, is it? I honestly, I don't.
You never know. You never know.
European football maybe for you lot, but I don't think we're getting relegated. I
think Conference League's realistic for us, and I think relegation potentially could be realistic for you guys, depending on the result.
So okay, let me ask you this question:
Mm.
Do you think we'll get relegated?
Let me check the table quick. Hold on 2 seconds.
You can check the table. I can tell you the table right now. We're 12th, or potentially down to 13th. But with the run of games, people don't talk about this though. People don't talk about this. Yeah, okay, yeah, 13th at the moment.
Speak your thing, and then I'll give you my answer. Go on, speak your. Give me your case.
So we're 13th at the moment. Yeah. But we've had the hardest fixture list to date. I'm not talking about since January to date in the entire Premier League. I think joint with Leicester. I don't know if we've over.
But we're back now for the reverse. We're in the reverse fixtures now, though. Like you can't say.
But we've had. I don't know how it's happened, but have you seen our last 10 to 15 games? Like, have you seen?
I'm just looking through your. Yeah, I'm just looking through your games. I just see L L D D D L D D L L.
All right. Let's stop there. Wow. We don't have to go through. We don't have to go through the results. But we faced Man United twice. We faced Newcastle. We faced Chelsea. We faced Tottenham. We faced Liverpool. I mean, it's been the hardest fixture list to date. And if you look at our April running, if we don't win games in April, then trust me, we are most likely going to go down. But I know with the team, what we've seen, even with those L's against these tough opponents, we haven't lost by like crazy figures. It's not like we're losing 4 to 5-0 every week. It's tight margins because Vieira has changed it up. In them run of games, we didn't have Zaha playing. We didn't have Anderson playing in a few games due to injuries, even against you lot. And we had Tompkins, and we had Jordan Ayew, and Mateta and Jeffrey Schlupp playing. So of course you're going to struggle, but despite that, we still picked up points. So for me, once everyone is fit, which they are right now, and once we get through these next 2 games, which is this week, could be absolutely horrendous for me. It could be a defeat against Brighton and Arsenal at the same time, which we just I don't want to go through that. But after the international break, we got winnable games, and if in them games, I just don't see how we're going to lose all of them games. I just don't see it. I think Vieira will change up. We'll go more attacking. But saying that, maybe after this game, if you guys beat us, Vieira might not even be the manager. There's a chance of that as well.
On that, do you know what? And I saw your tweet the other day about how, because I saw a lot of Palace fans who basically wanted Vieira out. And I saw your tweet about, how can you blame the manager? And I actually agree with you. Like, for the first time, I actually agree with you. I think
finally, you know ball.
I know ball. No, I told you I know ball. No, generally, I actually think it's like you said, how can you blame a manager who's, hasn't had one of his key players, and you can't blame a team for not having. You can't blame a manager for having 0 shots on target. Like, come on, let's be real. The players on the pitch have got to be doing something wrong. Do you know what I mean? You can't be fully putting the blame on Patrick Vieira. But yeah, going back to your original question of like, do I think you'll get relegated? And like, this is not me even taking the piss. I generally don't think you will. Like, but I have to caveat, you're 3 points above the drop zone. And I'm not. This is not even a joke. Like, I'm not even
are we 3 points above? I thought we were 6.
Yeah, I swear.
Wow.
No, I swear. No, I swear.
That's pretty.
I swear you actually are. Yeah, look, 27. Mate, Bournemouth and West Ham on 24 points. And you're 27. Swear. Swear, you're actually 3 points ahead. That's so funny. So 3 points ahead, and again, it's not even being like a brick, but you've only won 1 game since like December. Which is mad, bro. Like that's come on. You got to admit that's crazy. You haven't won a game since December, so things have to change for you guys because you can't just keep going away. If you're going the same form you're going now, it's relegation nailed on. But
would you want Palace to get relegated? Let me ask you that.
Do you know what? And I said this
before
on
you met
podcast,
me, you wouldn't have.
No, I swear. Mum's life. Yeah, this is me being real. I'm going to be real with you. Yeah, it's exactly what I said in my last podcast just gone with the Brighton guys. Before I met you, D, I never had any sort of ill feelings towards Palace at all. Like, obviously, you're a rival club, and obviously, I wanted to win the games, and I live and breathe football. I live and breathe football. But I've never, like, for me, football's not that deep. Like, I've never fight anyone with football. I never cry over football. I live and breathe it, but I never let it like get me like that. Yeah. But since meeting you, genuinely, I've never had so much hatred for Crystal Palace, just purely based on you. Genuinely, I've never wanted a win. I've never
You
wanted a win
randomly
so
pop up
much.
to me. You randomly message me like after we have no shot.
Yeah.
Before you never used to do that. Like
No, you live
before
rent
I
free.
would
You live rent
message you
free.
randomly. You're messaging me like 11 o'clock at night. Oh, you haven't had a shot on target or like 10 o'clock. Like what are you talking about? Like what
I'm
are you
not gonna
talking
lie.
about? Our shots on target.
I'm not gonna lie. You fully live rent free in my head sometimes when it comes to Palace now.
That's amazing. I'm gonna clip that. I'm gonna clip that for when we beat you as well. You should have said that now.
That's cool. No, that's cool, bro. That's cool because there's a lot of you've said in this that is clippable. But anyway, yeah. Since I met you, honestly, I couldn't care about Palace. Really, like you're quite irrelevant in that sense. But since I met you, it's one of those games where I need a win because if I lose, I just know that you're going to be there, just chatting shit and just saying ridiculous things that you normally do.
No,
But like I said to you off camera.
Yeah.
Like I said to you off camera, I genuinely think you are a social experiment just to piss me off. Like not anyone else. And no,
I didn't even say anything. Me. I've been honest. I just gave you numbers. Like Lewis Dunk has made 0 appearances. You haven't beat us on 1,600. I think 65 or 64 days. I'm not even trolling. I'm being real.
But I know. But we've been through this before, bro. I can have so many stats to come at you as well. But I'm not that sad.
You don't have the stats. Though.
Like I said,
no,
I do. Three games. A Premier League
without a shot on target.
Without a shot on target. Yeah, but
you haven't beaten us for 1,400 days.
There you go.
That's the worst stat.
But you're using the same sort of like logic. I'm using the same logic towards you. It's like you're using one stat to sort of drive all this.
I gave you two. Lewis Dunk, 0
appearances. But Lewis Dunk's that's nothing to do with Brighton, though. Why do we care? Why do we care if Lewis Dunk doesn't have?
What do you mean? Why do you care? You lot do care. You lot cry about on social media.
I don't care. I don't care. Oh, it doesn't affect my pay packet. It doesn't affect my life. I sleep just as well at night, bro. I'm calm. No, obviously it's frustrating to see a good player like that not get called up, but it doesn't bother me. It's just at the end of the day, I'm not the gaffer. I'm not the Gareth Southgate. If he wants to be an idiot and pick fucking Mark Gahey for the England squad, then that's his prerogative. Do you know what I mean? I don't even support England anyway, mate. Do you know what I mean? Fuck him.
But yeah. Look, I think it's gonna be an interesting game. I'm worried. I'm worried about them days since Brighton beat us. I'm worried that it might end. To be fair,
you might have to shut down that website. I think you got a website, haven't you?
No, it's not a website. It's not a website.
You got a website where you count down.
There's a Twitter account. But saying that, I thought that account would have been shut. In our last game. It should have been shut. We didn't have Zaha. We didn't have Anderson. James Tompkins was in defense. Like even you said as well. Like if you don't, we should.
I can't argue. I can't argue.
So I'm not too sure.
That should have been an easy W. That should have been an easy W. But one thing I will say, and I'm sure you're gonna ask for my predictions anyway. I don't think we'll lose. I'm not saying we're gonna win, but basically what I'm saying is I think it'll be a draw. Because I feel like every time we play you, go on.
Go on. Well, how do you? So in terms of scores, how do you see it going?
So yeah, I'm just gonna. It's not even like playing it safe or sitting on the fence. I genuinely think it will be another draw. Like every time we play you now, it seems like it's going to be a draw, 1-1 draw. We both score. Either we score, it gets the 90th minute, then you lot score a 90-minute equalizer, or vice versa. We do, you lot score one against the run of play, and then we go and score 90th minute winner. Why'd you let it drop? All that jazz. It's just, it's boring. Do you know what I mean? I want a comprehensive win. I want a comprehensive win. I want a 3-1. I want a 4-0. I want a big win, but I just don't. You lot just every time we play you, it's like a cup final. So you turn up, you play out your skins.
It's not like a cup final. We just faced Brighton. There's nothing special.
No, it is though. It is. As much as you don't admit it, each one of your players gets up for this game, and you know it. You don't.
And you're telling me your players don't. I mean, I've seen.
Well, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I mean, Lewis Dunk and even Shane Duffy. I mean, when Shane Duffy gave it, I saw it all. Like, what are you like to be giving it? I think he was giving it last season.
Yeah, last season, I remember. Yeah. I was at the game. I was in the Selhurst stand, actually. It was beautiful. It was actually one of the best moments.
Was he in the Selhurst?
I was in the Selhurst. I was in the up block, bro. I was in the up block, and I witnessed.
Well, you on these previews now. I don't think you'll be able to stand in the Selhurst.
I witnessed the Palace tears when Mope scored that equaliser.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't beat us.
I saw it. And Bobby Sanchez was
like your mentality as
your players, bro.
There's tears. You got tears because you got a draw against us.
It was beautiful.
And we were upset.
I saw Mope just lobbing the keeper, and then I look around, everyone going, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" I was like, "This is the best day ever, bro. Best day ever."
Yeah. I'm going for a 2-1 win. Sounds mad. I know it sounds mad. Yeah, it sounds mad.
Clip it up.
We can clip up. You know why? Because I think he's going to change it. I think we're going to go more attacking. Zaha is back in this game. It could cost
Zaha doesn't want to be there though. Zaha doesn't want to be there. So why is that going to?
He
doesn't want to be
why
there.
Making stuff up? He does want to be here.
He's put a transfer
request.
He wants
to be here more than he wants to be at Brighton. I'll tell you that.
D, swear on your mum's life, you didn't put a transfer request in every season for the last 4.
No. Not every season.
Swear.
Not every season. Not every
how many?
season.
How many then?
Not every season. Only once. And that was 2019. That was 2019 summer. Everton wanted him. He put in a transfer request.
Bro, he's been trying to leave your club. He's been trying to leave your club for years. Imagine your best player. Imagine your best player wanted to leave every season, bro.
The thing is, they want our best player. Your best player, well, in previous seasons, Lewis Dunk or whatever it was, Solly Marsh. Solly Marsh.
Hold on. No, come on, bro. You know you're chatting shit now. Because in the last 4 transfer windows, we've had, I think, potentially one of the biggest transfer fees in each window for like the last 4. So what do you mean we're not sought after?
Who?
Ben White, 50 million. Kukurea, 60 million. What else we got? Basuma, 30 million. What else we got? We've got loads. Yeah, I've done 3 already. I've done 3 already.
Only two. But look, I can't lie. No one wants to. But Zaha's different though. Zaha's been there from day one, just like Lewis Dunk.
He doesn't want to be there.
Trust me, they want Zaha. They don't want Lewis Dunk.
No, but he doesn't want to be there though. This is the problem. I don't get it. He's been vocal about leaving your club so many times.
Nah,
come on, you gotta admit that. You gotta admit that.
He hasn't been vocal. Let's not do that. Let's not put agenda. Okay, he hasn't been vocal. He hasn't been vocal.
Oh my god,
he hasn't been vocal. He's never come out and said, "I want to leave Palace." He's been a professional. He's been a professional, and I don't. Yeah, go on.
My mum's life. I just put into Google Zaha leave.
Yeah, you're not going to find anything.
Crystal Palace.
You can just stop.
Oh my god. Set to leave Crystal Palace on a free.
Zaha saying he wants to leave Crystal Palace.
4th of March. This is 8 days ago. He's going to join Arsenal, Chelsea when he runs his contract.
Okay, but that's reports. That's not Wilf. That's not
Patrick Vieira does not want him to leave. Wilfried Zaha will stay at Crystal Palace.
Yeah. Okay. So exactly. So there isn't anything like that.
So many.
There isn't anything like that.
Bro, just go on Google, bro. I'm looking it now. Yeah. Wait, let me share screen.
We talk about it on the channel. We talk about it literally every single day. My God. I know. But
15 million.
He's out of contract and he's a highly demanded. Like people want him.
15
you
million.
Want Zaha in the team. There's a
15 million for your best ever player.
15. Are you crazy? It was 80 million. Don't do that. 15 million. It was 80 million.
Says it here.
Million. That's what we
Crystal
wanted.
Palace. £15 million star now expected to leave.
It's you that wrote that report, wasn't it? One of you lot that wrote that report. 15 million. You went on earth. Maybe we got him for like, we didn't even get him for 15 million. That's
imagine selling your best ever player for 15 million. That's too funny.
I don't know who your sources are, but
Andy Johnson is it Andrew Johnson? Yeah, is that your best player?
Yeah, he wears a magic hat. You know that, Chant. Anyways, look, let's wrap it up. I'm going for 2-1 Palace win. You're going for 0-0.
1-0.
1-0. So we're gonna get a shot on target. So all this myth and all this chatting about no shots on target, it's gonna change anyways. And you just admit.
Imagine 4 games though. Imagine 4 games against Brighton as well.
Yeah, that's why I imagine Maz. Imagine losing. You don't want to imagine that because you know already. You don't want to imagine that. But look, just let us know what you guys.
Hey, listen. Before I go, I will block you if we lose. Simple.
You can't do that. You can't. That's not allowed. What? I never said that I'll block you.
If we lose, I'm blocking you. Because D, I'm not insufferable like you. I know if we lose, you're gonna be too much, bro.
Well, nah, come on.
If we win, all I'm gonna do is send you one message and that's it. I'll leave it at that.
Okay, cool. And if you win,
I know, but no, because I know you. If you win, you're gonna be sending me peppering me with messages. I know you.
No, I won't do that, man. I'm never that guy. Come on, I'm never that guy. But look, if you guys have enjoyed the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let us know your thoughts ahead of the game in the comment section down below. Before we go, Maz, where can they find you? Seagulls Social.
Yeah, Seagulls Social on all platforms: Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, all the good stuff. And my personal as well, at Mazmers, as it's spelt on the screen. So yeah, big love.
Go check that out. And also make sure to check out their preview because I think Maz admitted also in that I live rent free in his head.
I'll send you the clip, D. I'll send you the clip.
Exactly. He'll send the clip, but make sure to check out their preview as well on their channel. But look, that's it from me and Maz. And until next time. Yeah, go on.
No, go on. Peace. That's
I
cool.
thought you were going to say something.
So,
Ruined it. Ruined it just like Brighton. Typical Brighton fan. Ruining my outro. And then until next time, up the Palace.